Good afternoon, everybody. It's a great pleasure and an honor for me to address you, and hope you're all having a great stay here at the International Auto Show. I'd like to take you through some thoughts, strategy, vision of the Dutch public authorities, the way that we work and operate in the Netherlands in a public-private cooperation. And at the end, I want to dive into one of our most exciting programs, and the planning we have in place for the next couple of years, which will actually start in the last quarter of this year. I think that, is this working? Yeah. This is a picture that you're all familiar with. Every country, every city, during rush hour. This is what you actually see going to your work, place of work. And of course, you know, the Netherlands, it's always on bikes as well, not just cars and trains and trams and buses. And that's just part of the way our geography in the Netherlands is designed, with a lot of people on one side of the country, a lot less people on the other side. This, combined with the global trend in urbanization, is not something that will ease up in the next couple of years. If we don't come up with new solutions, we're probably going to be stuck with a situation that you see on the left side of the screen, while we all want to work like the person on the right side of the screen. And our strategy is that you can bring 12 lanes to a city, but you cannot bring 12 lanes into a city. So in every city, the municipal rings, that's where the system goes haywire. This is where capacity is not enough. Now, looking at the things that will happen over the next couple of years, there is a new solution available. And as you gathered, if you've been walking around here at the exhibitions, everyone is connected to everybody else, to anything. This is the Internet of Things. Cellular connectivity is one of the main advantages that we can utilize over the next couple of years. And in the Netherlands, we have an excellent coverage. 98% of the country is covered by 4G LTE. We have over 85% of all consumers having a 4G LTE device and subscription. So this is what we want to capitalize on in the next couple of years, in cooperation with telecommunications corporations, car manufacturers, and service providers. Because in the end, this is what we're aiming at: swarm intelligence. Bringing a massive dose of intelligence to road users, to companies, to logistical firms, transport companies, and it is possible. And it is possible in the next couple of years even. We're not particular as to whether it's just cars or just trains. We want to do it with hyperloops, with drones. Any and all possibility that we see to alleviate the pressure from cities, to enhance sustainability, lower emissions, reduce travel times, lower accidents and incidents on the roads. We're investing in it, we're researching it, we're bringing a pre-deployment environment in the Netherlands, which is open to all. We're not particular, we don't need just Dutch companies, we need all the companies and all the creativity we can use to keep this going. And in that, we focus on a few themes within our strategy. Like I said, connectivity, we're in the 4G LTE realm now. You may have been here this morning where the CEO of Qualcomm explained the strategy of Qualcomm and also the capabilities of 5G in the next coming years. Automation, well, you know, Frankfurt is full of automation at the moment. Self-driving vehicles, which will give a whole new range of possibilities to travelers, also to logistical companies, by the way. Sharing, mobility as a service, or on-demand functionalities, that will change the fabric of cities and the way people are moving and how goods will be moved. Zero emission, well, I don't need to explain that. You know, Paris Climate Accords, it's all over the news, and we really have to dig into that and really change the way cars, vehicles, trucks are being propelled. Social inclusion, that may surprise you, but it's not just in the rural areas. public transport being costly as it is, also in major cities, large part of cities are decreasingly serviced by public transport. And that is really hindering people taking job opportunities, being qualified in the marketplace. And then, of course, behind all that, there's the public side. How will traffic management evolve? We got a program there in preparation that really needs to upgrade, modernize traffic management in the Netherlands. Are we successful? Well, we're working hard. We see a lot of response. We are very much involved in these trends. We also have the organization and the participation that is needed to bring steps further. And these are a few examples of what is happening over the last couple of years. And I'll take you to the things that we're going to do in the next few years. It very much helps that we have a minister and a majesty who are very much involved in this development, who are very much support this way of innovation as a new means of bringing new solutions to everyday life, and they're really pushing it forward. Part of the things that we are doing, and this is a couple of programs that we've combined, where we do a lot of pre-deployment, we do a lot of testing, both short-range communication, long-range, various use cases, and we do that with other countries as well, being Germany, France, Belgium, the UK. There's more information about this in our booth here in this hall, but I should warn you, if you want to dig into that, you never know what's going to happen. So it's not for the faint of heart. Now, one of the major investments that we're doing at the moment is the Talking Traffic program. That is a new innovation partnership that we started last year. And this is actually a cooperation between over 55 cities, 9 provinces, National Ministry, National Road Authority, co-investing with about 25 companies, bringing new solutions to everyday use, preparing for higher grades of automation in traffic and vehicles, all based on cellular capabilities at the moment. Now, this will bring new solutions because we will combine all the traffic light data to one single point of exchange, where the traffic light data is made available to cloud service providers, but also that will absorb and direct vehicle data to the right junction in a city. We have a national repository where all dynamic data for parking is available, because an autonomous car, very much appreciated, will be very helpful, but it needs to park as well. So this is how we operate in the program, and more specifically, we have 6 use cases that will be delivered, various hazard warnings, green light optimized speed advice, all to minimize travel time, minimize emissions. And this is something that we will deliver on in the next few months, and then we will exploit that on a commercial basis in the deployment phase. This is a schematic where all the companies are working at the moment. On the left side, you see the combined efforts of traffic light installations with various components. The blue, cluster 2, are the cloud service providers, and on the right-hand side, in the red, information service providers with the consumer interface, and in the right-hand corner below, there's a specific address to emergency service, logistics, as well as public transport. That will give them a priority on city junctions, if and when needed, if and when traffic allows. And that's part of their major move towards swarm intelligence. And to zoom in, TLEX, Traffic Light Exchange, that is our central national point of access where traffic light is absorbed, distributed, and vehicle data can be distributed to all others. Now, we think this is very much the way to go forward, because in the next couple of years, we will add new use cases. We will use capabilities that are geared towards 5G connectivity. We will also bring in new partners, and that's the way that we try to do it. just cooperate and just do it. Have a long-term vision, but act today. And if not, well, this might not be possible. Thank you very much for your attention, ladies and gentlemen.